So as I was saying, Penny got his chance, and lots of the little Penny ads were pointing towards it being Penny's team. So Shaq, when he comes back, does this 30-second spot for Reebok where he's just talking about the one thing in my mind is a championship, and I only have one goal. I know everybody says I have shit going on with movies and music, and he's got no rings. And then at the very end, he's like, he goes to elbow Lil Penny off the couch, and he makes this dumbass face like he just got done taking a shit in his pants. This is the face I've made when I sharded. Like, this right here, no doubt about it. You just make that face.
I can imagine you're making the face.
Instant concern.
Yeah.
Fucking, but no. So apparently, Penny Hardaway after huh?
So there was one time, for whatever I was
There we go.
I was going to work, and it was I had work really early on Saturdays. At 8:30, I had to be in the Bronx, and I lived in Manhattan, so it was about a 45-minute bus ride.
Right.
And I had to walk 5 blocks down to get on the bus, and I'm walking, and you just have to fart.
Sure, of course.
It's early in the morning, so it don't matter. You can fart however you want.
Yeah.
And I farted, and it just was the wettest, nastiest, right on my boxers. And I'm not gonna lie to you. For a second, I thought, I have to be at work though. Should I? Maybe it's not as bad as I feel, but I feel the wetness. And when you walk in, you felt it was the most.
Something is happening. Something is happening, and it is unnatural at this stage of my life.
And I was halfway to the bus stop at that point. I had to spin the block, go home, changed. Yeah, it was kind of disgusting. Yeah, I was late to work.
Did you tell your boss what had happened, or did you just say,
Nope. Said the buses were doing on some bullshit. I was never gonna tell them that I shot it myself. Fuck it, I take the L.
I knew it had to be. Fired. I knew it wasn't. I knew you didn't go to your boss and go, listen, you got to hear the fucking warning I just had.
I'd rather get freaking fired than freaking. I would be like, all right, whatever. At least I don't have to work.
Holy fuck, that is hilarious. That is hilarious. Face it was just like this. Your face when it happened.
Probably.
It was just like that. Just a look of sheer concern. Sheer concern.
Yeah.
Look at this. Just classic.
He wasn't really concerned. Shaq is on some bullshit too, because he goes and says, "Yeah, I was just doing it as a joke. I thought he would laugh at that." And it's like, Shaq, you literally have been petty your whole life. You're not about to tell me.
That's what I'm saying. That is what I'm saying. What is that about?
And that's my biggest thing. That's the difference between a Michael Jordan and a Shaq to me. Michael Jordan was petty, and he let you know he was petty. I'm petty. That's it. Take it. This is me. Yeah. And Shaq always want to take shit back on some bullshit. Bitch ass general. I would never say this in your face though, but
your fist could literally concave my skull. But
and I really like that. I just don't like I just always found that. It was just weird to me. He was the biggest bully in the world, but then he would always take shit back.
I agree. For whatever it's worth, I agree completely. But what are you going to say?
It doesn't sound like Dario likes Shaq at all, though.
No.
You've just been for this whole recording so far, just being Shaq is this, he's at fault for everything, he's a petty little bitch, blah, blah, blah. And you're but I like Shaq.
The cards are being pulled.
The cards are being pulled. I did this with everybody. I did it with MJ. All of those years with MJ. I'm doing it with Shaq. I'm doing it with every single great player because we ain't acting. We not bullshitting with this. We got and plus it's kind of personal with me a little bit because
that's fair.
I'm on the side of my GOAT, and I feel later on I'm definitely gonna have to defend them a little bit. So I'm already starting.
I'm getting ready.
But it's also just listening to this season, watching this season go through. We did research on this season, and it's this is bullshit, and nobody talks about this, and people just make it seem like the Shaq and Kobe thing was just. I'm like, this happened before.
Yeah.
Like, why does nobody go back and say like this happened before?
This is 100% true. This is facts. What you're saying.
Like, this is all media. Like, the media shit, all of this stuff. Even Shaq said with the Kobe thing, and I'm not trying to make it about Kobe, but I'm just saying because he's used this in the past. Like, moving forward, he uses the same thing. He uses the media. And, like,
100%.
like he's using it 100%.
Yeah.
So we got to pull cards.
And this is all because Little Penny said, this is your team now. Big Penny. Larger Penny. It wasn't even Penny.
Chris Rock.
It was Chris. I was about to say, it was Chris fucking Rock. A guy who's probably hung out with Shaq at this point.
But
in his career.
Penny Hardaway does have to, like, sign off on those things, too, though.
100%. But, like, Shaq, I'm sure Shaq wrote this in the commercial.
Yeah, no, yeah, he signed off on this. He did everything. Yeah.
And apparently, Penny Hardaway didn't talk to him for a week.
Yeah.
And it was really hilarious how he went about admitting it in this magic moment. He was like, nah, I didn't. Maybe I did.
Yeah.
He was great. He was great about it in his old age, but you just know as a kid, he was probably just like so butthurt.
Yeah.
So
I guess to kind of answer like my own question, like why nobody talks about this, it really does show you how like the 90s like media wasn't the same as even like 10 years later with the 2000s. Like like this would have been blown way more out of proportion if it was in 2004 instead.
I think it would have been blown way more out of proportion if it was Jordan and not Shaq, or if it was Jordan instead of Shaq. I just think at that point the media could only hyper focus like that on one person at a time.
Yeah.
And Jordan was the guy. And this definitely got publicity in the moment. But you're right. No one talks about it today.
And it was being overshadowed by Jordan and the Bulls because you gotta remember like that preseason everything, like you're having the Dennis Rodman trade, you have Jordan coming back for a full season, like with a chip on his shoulder and stuff like that. Like
they're on pace to win 70 games, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they're gonna go up against, this is perfect segue. You're just like, another fresh lob fucking coming through.
I'm Chris Paul today.
Windmill.
I was just Blake Griffin like 30 minutes ago. I'm Chris Paul, motherfucker.
Fucking